Recording, and Hobie is live. And in 3, 2, 1, welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 349. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm the intern. I'm back, baby.
Woo!
Back off the IR.
Out of self-quarantine.
Hey, are you feeling better?
Much better.
Okay.
Just a touch of the flu.
Okay. Did you have COVID?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was a joke. I've been gone for 2 weeks, 14 days. Jeez.
You have been. It's been quiet without you. We missed you.
I heard last week was a real disaster without me.
It was interesting.
It was like wild card.
Yeah.
It was wild. You didn't do it right, Jeff. Ready?
Oh.
Wild card. Yeah, bitches.
It was wild card. Yeah, bitches.
Thank you. Much better.
Okay.
Now you sound like Strong Bad. Or the Teen Girl Squad. Hey, guys.
Arrow.
Girl power.
I want to get all the boys.
Oh, good old Strong Bad. We are expecting to have. Oh, you're right.
Scratching my throat. Yeah, talking like that is scratching up my throat.
We're supposed to have Kevin on here from 365 Flicks.
Supposed
to. He is not here yet, but it is British time, so who knows? Which really sucks if he doesn't show up because our top 5 is specifically to make fun of him. So I'm kind of hurt by this.
Oh, it's to make fun of him? Because I thought it made fun of us more than him.
It does.
I didn't even look at the top 5, so
you'll make it up on the spot.
You know why? You even typed it out, and you're so good at typing, Brian.
I think he just cut and pasted it.
Cut and paste.
Hey, doctor, get in here. Dr. Dana, get in here.
That's going to be a difficult one. That probably won't be so bad, I don't guess. But
have you seen 2020? You can just take away. Half the shit that happens in 2020 wouldn't be bad. Eamon got good.
Oh, I thought you meant the new show 2020.
Yes, 2020 with Barbara Walters and Hugh Downs.
Have you seen them? If they make up that shit, we can make up whatever we want.
Is Barbara Walters dead yet? Barbara Walters?
No.
Oh, okay. Hugh Downs is, because he was like 90 back in 1987. So, let's see here.
I can't confirm or deny his living status.
I'm going to say he's dead. I don't think
You're going to make me look up Hugh Downs now.
There's a lot. Go ahead,
Jason. Go start the introduction here now.
Let's see here. We're going to get right to it. Brian, you had homework this week.
I did.
I asked if you could watch The Stranger. Is that correct? Is that what it was?
The Stranger, yes, on Quibi.
Yes, and since there's only 7 people that have Quibi right now, and you're one of them, I need somebody to review it.
I'm the only person in Ohio apparently subscribed to Quibi.
I always like putting you on there for Quibi because all of our listeners are like, what the fuck is Quibi? Nobody knows. And you've explained it 6 times, and it's
just download it. You get a free trial, just download it. You can watch some stuff on your phone. It's fun.
I don't want to watch it on my...
All right, I'm interrupting here. I did not hear this. Hugh Downs died July 1st of this year.
Really?
It has only been 2 months since he died.
No.
That's what at least Wikipedia tells me. July 1st, 2020, he was 99 in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Wow. Is it odd that he died in 2020? Just saying.
Of 2020, died and he couldn't make it out of this year alive, I guess.
Couldn't. Damn you, 2020.
I think he just was holding on for 2020. And then he got here and was like, I can't take it anymore.
He's been technically dead for 18 years, but his kids were like, you got to make it to 2020. This would be the greatest joke ever.
Well, he was still on television in 2007. That's, I suppose, when he retired.
Really?
That's what that said. He was active till 2007.
Oh my God! It's kind of like the president. You know, if you can't make it through a night without getting up and going to the bathroom like 7 times, you shouldn't be on TV or be in government.
Oh, thanks for saying 7 times.
No, 1 time's okay. 1 time's okay, but 6, 7 times, maybe you're a little too old. So, why, Jeff? Do you get up often?
Yeah, usually about once a night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm the same here. Brian, no, I'm out.
Well, I'm old, so.
So tell us about The Stranger on Quibi.
All right, so The Stranger is better than The Fugitive, and I loved The Fugitive. Ooh. So the premise is there is a girl. She is a rideshare driver who picks up a stranger who, in turn, threatens to kill her, and she like crashed in the first episode. So she gets in, like, he threatens to kill her, she gets away, and the rest of it is, so far, I'm up to episode 9 of 13. Mm-hmm. He's chasing her throughout Los Angeles. So she's new to Los Angeles. She moved out there by herself, her and her dog. And the rideshare driver that she picks up somehow knows everything about her, like where she's from, like all this weird stuff that nobody should know. And he's following her around LA trying to kill her.
So is he the driver, or was she the driver?
She's the driver.
Did she at least drop him off at the destination? Maybe that could have been the reason. She didn't get good enough stars. Okay.
No. On
the right. Okay.
No. So,
but
yeah.
She's giving the rider band stars too, I guess.
You can give riders stars?
So to give away
drivers judge the riders, yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So to give away the first episode, basically she picks this guy up at this super fancy like mansion in LA. And so they're driving supposedly to the airport, and she's asking him questions about if he's famous, this and that. And then he says, no, I had another driver drop me off at that house, and I went in, I killed everyone inside the house, and then ordered another ride from you. And then he pulls a knife on her and all this stuff starts. So she wrecks the car to get it out and get away from him.
Good call. That is very smart.
And then the rest of it so far is him like chasing her.
That's very smart to wreck the car because, one, the police will come to the scene eventually, and so they'll know that she's missing, or the owner of the car might be missing. 2, you can actually injure the person that's threatening you, so that's smart.
She I guess whatever she hit, she was still able to get him out of the car and then get back. She was able to get in and drive away from him.
Did she wreck into like a crowd of people? Because that wouldn't be good.
No,
don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm going to escape. Here's a crowd of people. Sorry, guys. My life's more important.
It is. So it's kind of intense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really creepy, but it's awesome.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it.
I keep seeing the trailers for it. And they're only like 10-second trailers because the whole thing's only like 10 minutes.
Each episode's 9 minutes, little over 9 minutes long.
Okay. So. But so far, like I said, the trailers look good. I was like, that's interesting. Like,
yeah, it's by far to date the best thing I've watched on there, and I've seen both the full season of Reno 911, which is incredibly hilarious. The Kevin Hart series, Die Hard, is really funny with him and John Travolta. And then The Fugitive with Kiefer Sutherland. So there's a lot of good stuff in there.
And it's what, $5.99 a month?
$4.99.
$4.99. Okay. I would love to get HBO Max, but it's not on Amazon TV or Amazon Fire TV. And I know you can get on YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube
I was gonna say,
But it's like it's a weird way of going about getting it, like HBO Max, isn't it? Because you have to go out and get the actual app somehow. I heard it was a little rough to do.
The only thing that I've found so far is that through YouTube, like the some of the non HBO content that they have isn't available through YouTube.
Okay.
But like, I guess if you go through the app on something, it's available. I don't know. I think that's a licensing thing with YouTube that they're trying to work out. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But so far, I mean, we've been able to watch everything on it that we wanted. But
did you watch Justice League?
I have not watched that yet.
Okay, just checking. Checking.
I'm waiting for the Snyder cut.
Oh God, yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait.
He said he watched everything that he wanted to watch. Justice League isn't on anyone's want to watch list.
Oh, that's true. You know, it is on Brad Hargis from the Cinema Guys want list. But we won't make fun of it because today is Brad's birthday. So happy birthday, Brad.
Happy birthday, Brad. We won't make fun of your terrible movie today because for your birthday.
What do you got over there, Brian? What are you drinking?
Bourbon as always.
Okay. I got Truly Strawberry Lemonade's hard seltzer.
So you had last week.
This is, I don't think I had strawberry, did I? I don't know.
I thought you did.
The one issue is that the lemonade hard seltzer from Truly that's in this 12-pack is not awful. It's not very good. Very, very bitter. So
too much lemonade.
Yeah. The rest of the stuff is good though. And then my wife keeps saying the mango is good, mango lemonade, but I haven't had one because she keeps stealing them. So,
well, what are the options in there? Because you didn't have mango last week. You didn't have just plain lemonade. So.
Strawberry and then black cherry, I believe. I believe it was that.
Could have been that, but I thought it was strawberry. But
it might have been. I don't know what I wore to work yesterday, Jeff. So I don't even know what I drink. Well, actually, I do remember. It's probably shorts and a T-shirt because I'm working from home.
Yeah, but to say you probably
America.
This is what I wore to work today.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Well, I actually worked out today, so I had to take a shower and change before I came on here.
You working out people.
I realized I could probably, use COVID time to actually do something that's useful. Maybe I should try to lose some weight.
I haven't done that in 8 months. Why start now? I suppose it's only been 6 months. I'm sorry.
I did. I've been starting yoga in the morning before I go to work. I'm really enjoying yoga, and then
Are you doing DDP yoga?
No.
That costs money.
Yeah.
He's doing free yoga.
Yoga with Adrian. I've been using her for the last couple weeks and that.
From
Adrian Barbeau?
Rocky?
No, not Adrian Barbeau. No. And not from
Adrian
Rocky.
from Rocky? Talia Shire?
That's right. Make sure you breathe in. Adrian. And then been doing biking. Started biking at my lunch. So we'll see how that goes. But
like stationary biking or actually going outside and biking?
Outside. So because my subdivision is pretty close to a park trail. So all that stuff. So that's nice. A bike trail. So anyways, I've watched Guns Akimbo this weekend. It's with Daniel Radcliffe, and basically he's a hacker. He works for one of those computer phone video games, like those little online ones, like those small ones, like what is it?
Candy Crush?
Yeah, like a Candy Crush. Sorry, thank you. I think it's called Bust a Nut with a squirrel in it is what his game is called. But anyways, so he basically is in charge of trolls and kicking them off the site. Well, then when he goes home, he goes onto this site that is gaining popularity. It's a website where criminals kill each other in real life. It's a reality show online, and people are trying to stop it and all that stuff. Wait a minute, hold on. I think we got Jim in here. Hold on. Let's see. Now I got to figure out how to do that. So, there we go. We'll see if that works. Jim? Nope.
I heard a pa-ding. There we go.
Hey, there's Jim. Hi, Jim. Jim? Jim?
Hello.
Hey, Jim's back.
Making his first appearance of the summer.
Only one less appearance than Blake.
I can't hear anything right now.
Oh. What? Jim?
I'm going to remove Jim. Remove
Hello?
the call. And then I'm going to call him. But anyways, so in Guns Akimbo, he basically goes onto this website and he starts trolling these people. And the guy in charge of it, who's a criminal, he comes in the next morning and basically beats the shit out of him and makes him join. He wakes up with 2 guns with 50 bullets each nailed to his hands. And so he can't do anything. Hey, Jim.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep,
We
got
can.
you.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Yay!
Woo!
Give me 1 second, Jim. I'm talking about Guns Akimbo.
Okay, we see your ceiling there, Jim.
We see
Okay.
Jim a little
A little bit.
Video.
bit. We see Jim.
Okay, now we see your floor.
This is good podcasting. Anyways,
We all
so
have
the rest
faces.
of
The other way was better, Jim.
so
video.
basically Daniel Radcliffe is thrown into this game. He's got to go against this woman that's the top player in the game, and basically the reason is because she's killing everybody, and there's this bigger thing going on with the game. So it's a really fun movie. It came out in 2019. I've never even heard of it. It's on Amazon Prime, and it's funny. Like, he's got 2 guns, so he can barely do anything with it. So the first half, he's in a bathrobe and his underwear and like big tiger slippers and
Can't even
walking
get
around town.
dressed. Oh.
Yeah. And he's trying to pee. He's like, "Don't shoot my dick off! Don't shoot my dick off! Don't shoot my dick off!" But it's enjoyable. It's very I guess everybody was comparing to somewhat like John Wick, mixed with, I don't even know, like what is that? The 13 Assassins or whatever that was a long time ago that came out with Jeremy Piven, the Assassins movie. That was 11 Assassins or what?
I don't know that.
You know what I'm talking about, though, like that type of feel to it. And I also had a feel of like Run Lola Run, that type of like excitement on it. So really good film. It's free. It's enjoyable. Nothing, out of this world, but it's enjoyable. So Jim, how are you?
I am good.
I'm glad you're no longer drunk on the golf course.
Well, we played today. We just played earlier.
Oh, okay. Was this your last game?
No, this was a fun week. This was just we went out and played early and played 18, but we played at noon instead of playing at 4.
Oh, okay. Well, we're glad to have you back, Jim. We've missed you so. Last week.
I'm glad to be back.
I'd say Blake missed you, but that would mean he'd have to show up.
Who's Blake? Who's Blake? It's funny because it's true. Anyways, I don't think Kevin's coming on the show. I think he fell asleep. He hasn't even seen my message. So you have one job.
Are we even
Kevin.
allowed to make international calls anymore? Like, has that been banned with COVID? Like, we can't travel or make international phone calls?
That's a good question. I don't know. On a side note, Jeff, did you watch anything this week?
I watched the new Mutants.
How was that?
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was pretty much the exact movie I was expecting it to be.
Is it better than the other X-Men films?
Yes.
All of them?
I think I liked the Deadpool films better.
Okay.
And it's kind of up there with Logan for me.
Okay, so Logan's your number one?
Well, no, Deadpool and Deadpool 2 are...
Well, okay. And then Logan.
But Logan and...
Age of Apocalypse?
No, that was...
okay.
That was the worst.
Okay.
It's better than Age of Apocalypse. It's better than Dark Phoenix. It's better than Days of Future Past. It's better than The Last Stand.
Was it better than First Class?
Ooh. I think I have to give it time to adjust and maybe see it again before I make a final declaration on that. But as of right now, I think I might be putting it above First Class.
Are they in the insane asylum a lot, or is there a lot of action? Because the trailers are now pinpointed as more of an action film instead of a scary movie.
No, they're in the building the whole time. They're enclosed in the
facility,
whatever it's called, facility. Pretty much the whole movie.
Jim, did you like it?
I would like them to make another.
Okay.
It's set up for another one. They're not going to make one, but I would love to see them to make another one.
Yeah, no, I think, especially because I know Josh Boone, the director, said his original intention was to hopefully be a trilogy, and I didn't hear what the second part of the trilogy was going to be, but the third part was supposed to be the Dark Child storyline, where magic, turns, completely evil. That's all the evil from her limbo area, eventually take over.
Magic with a K, that is.
Yes, magic with a K. Yeah.
That's how magic should be spelled anyways.
I think it should be spelled with a CK.
Ooh, like Calvin Klein.
MAGICH. Magic.
Ooh.
Magic.
Jim, did you like it as much as Jeff?
I enjoyed it. I mean, I went in with low expectations, and I mean, it was better than a lot of films I've seen in the theaters. Well, we've seen a lot of crap, but again, as I said, I would like to see a sequel. I'd like to see a second and a third come out of it. We're not going to, but I'd still like to see it because
Was it weird going into a movie theater again?
Not at all.
Okay.
Because the seats are already kind of spaced out. Again, and you're buying reserved seats, so you get to go in and go right to your seat. The seats on either side of you are blocked off, so I had no issue at all with it.
Did you have to wear a mask during it?
Yes.
You wore a mask coming into the building, and then except when you're eating or drinking your stuff, watching the film.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So, because Tenet comes out this week, and I think that's going to be the barometer of how comfortable people are going back to the theater. Because New Mutants, no offense to it, has been in development hell for
I know
years.
it's got its long list of reasons why it's been sitting out there for a while, but
I'm just saying Tenet is the first big blockbuster that's coming out in 6 months since March. So,
when I get a chance to see Tenet, I'm going to go out and see Tenet.
Okay. Do you think? Well, it's the first big blockbuster since Bloodsport with Vin Diesel, or Bloodshot, whatever.
Bloodshot. Yeah, it's a little better than Bloodsport. I mean, it's a little worse than Bloodsport.
Bloodsport is great cinema.
I actually thought about renting that this weekend. My wife was working one night. And I thought, I'll go rent that. And it's only on HBO Max or Stars or one of them. You can't even rent it anymore. Bloodshot.
Oh, no, get Bloodsport. We just told you that was better.
It's still on Redbox On Demand.
I don't have Redbox On Demand. Brian, do you have Blockbuster On Demand?
No, I have Brian Buster. Which
I heard it closed down, didn't it?
Yeah.
What was Brian Buster?
It was a friends-only Brian Blockbuster. So it was Brian Buster.
And you shut it down yesterday?
Yesterday we made the tough decision to finally close the doors.
Are you going to do a overnight stay at Brian Buster like the last Blockbuster is doing?
I am not going to be renting my house out at any point in time. Ever. The only person that has
it was open.
Yeah, Jim is the only person that has the open invitation to my couch.
I think that's bullshit. I would have come over.
No, you wouldn't
have.
Yep, no.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, not at all. Not at all. Nope. Yeah, because I looked up Bloodshot this weekend. I looked up Fantasy Island, and even though Blake told me it was awful, I was like, the last time I saw it, it was for $2.99. I was like, I kind of would see it for $2.99. I go to look at it, it's $14.99 now. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm not paying $15 for Fantasy Island. I want to pay $15 for the original series, let alone the bad remake. So that's how I got it. The Guns Akimbo. Damn it. Jeff, did you watch anything besides New Mutants?
I watched first season of Cobra Kai, since it is new to Netflix.
Yep.
I watched the first season, and damn, that was good.
I really enjoyed the first season.
I got through a season and a half all on Friday, or whatever day I started it in the morning. It was yesterday, actually, Monday, and I actually watched like 14 episodes.
I only watch.
It's easy to watch, and it's fun.
It moves quick. It moves very quick. I watched. What's that?
Some of the inside joke or some of the humor that they have with it, kind of talking about the characters, like, oh, what have you been doing these past years? And
yeah.
Danny's in charge of. He's got his own car dealership. I like that.
One thing that I really liked about it was, like, from the movies, like, you were supposed to hate Johnny Lawrence, but I feel like now, like, in the series, it's like I felt myself being like I was rooting for him, kind of. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which was
humanized him.
Yeah. Which was awesome, I think.
It's still hard to like Kreese, though.
Oh God, he sucks so bad.
Well, don't talk too much of it because he's mainly season 2. I haven't started season 2 yet.
Oh wait, my bad.
Well, they show him at the very end of season 1.
I know.
So, and I knew he was in the show, so I knew he wasn't dead.
I know that they just renewed it for season 3. I think
so. That was the deal. YouTube is moving away from doing original stuff. So season 3 had been done for a while, or almost done, and I guess for whatever reason they decided that they weren't going to air it, even though they were done. So I guess Netflix just bought it and just bought the whole thing, so they're going to keep it going.
Does Netflix actually intend on making more seasons, or are they just doing these 3?
I believe, because since Netflix didn't do the 3rd season, I believe the thought was, as seeing how well it did on Netflix would determine a 4th season, but I can't imagine them not doing it.
Well, since they said it was the #1 show on television,
and they're going to be saving money by canceling the Big Show.
Yeah.
We watched, like,
that's probably why they canceled the Big Show, so they can give Ralph Macchio some money.
It's not good. It was not good, the Big Show.
I mean, but I liked it.
I enjoyed the Big Show, and I really thought as the show got on, I thought, okay, I can see them doing more. Like the first couple episodes, you kind of, okay, this is going to be the same joke, but they developed some of his kids' characters, and everything. So I could have seen a 2nd season enjoying it. No.
Urkel's awesome in it.
Yeah.
Urkel is in it?
Yeah.
When did he show up?
I only saw the first 2 episodes, and
I believe it was the 3rd or 4th episode.
Okay, it
must
have been the 4th.
By Urkel, you mean Julia White, not the character of Urkel.
Not Stephen Urkel.
No, but Laura showed up. The character of Laura. And the one they killed off or made disappear after the first.
Judy or whatever her name.
Whatever happened to that girl? Oh, no. What are you talking about?
She's visiting Chuck Cunningham.
Ooh, that would be a good top 5 next week. Season characters. characters that were only in this TV shows for one season. We could put 7.
Kevin Can Wait's mom.
Since the British guy isn't here, can we do that now and make fun of him later?
We could.
It's
I don't know if I
Wildcard, bitches. No, I'm kidding.
In honor of Kevin of 365 Flicks not being here, what is the greatest British film? We had a poll of the week this week on Bad Ideas on Twitter. You can vote if you follow us there. Let's see. We had Life of Brian, Monty Python's Life of Brian, The Full Monty, Love Actually, and Ken's Coming to Kill Me, A Fish Called Wanda. Chris, that might be insulting now, so I don't know. Anyway,
don't worry.
Jeff, which one did you pick?
Oh, Monty Python's Life of Brian, of course. Okay. Although I like all 4 of those.
Okay. Jim, what would you pick?
I was going to vote for anything that Christopher Guest did.
That would have been good too. That could have been good. There was a lot of choices. What I did.
Guest is actually British royalty.
Yeah. I picked the films that were like on the highest Rotten Tomatoes list, I think. Then I also did one with what there's I think it was Collider. Did
Collider.
Top 15 British films that we love, and so that's what I did. Put it on here. Brian, which one would you pick?
I voted for Green Street Hooligans.
Oh, that's right. That was not a choice.
No.
In last place, The Full Monty was in last place with 10% of the vote. I was not a huge Full Monty fan.
I probably would have been my second vote, but I voted for Life of Brian.
In third place, this kind of ticked me off because I love this one. 23%, A Fish Called Wanda. I love Fish Called Wanda. John Cleese was amazing in it. Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Kline. And then winning 40% to 27%, Life of Brian beat Love Actually. So there you go. I like Love Actually. So I like Life of Brian. Do you think Holy Grail is better or worse than Life of Brian?
I like them both, and they're like, I think as far as just laugh after laugh after laugh, I think Holy Grail does that better. But I think Life of Brian puts in like smarter laughs.
Gotcha.
I think Grail is more quotable, but I do think Life of Brian is the better. It's my more favorite of those two films.
Do you feel like Life of Brian is more of a actual film as opposed to skits put together, like with Holy Grail?
Yeah.
It does have a more of a storyline flowing through the whole thing, but it's definitely more of a film than the other Monty Python movies, like The Meaning of Life and Now for Something Completely Different.
Mm-hmm.
They're all just sketches.
Which are just pretty much sketch movies.
So, Kevin,
fuck off. How shall we fuck off?
Only the true Messiah would deny his own divinity.
I still say one of my favorite scenes in Monty Python and the Holy Grail is still when the guards are at the castle and they're just waiting for Lancelot to run into the... Hey! After he stabs them.
Running up like 4 times.
Yeah. And he never gets closer in either. Lancelot just gives the same film over and over, the same scene. Kevin, what do you think of 3-6? Oh, nope. Kevin's not here. Damn. Okay. So, Brian, since you've been filling in for Blake here a lot, would you like to do listener feedback here?
I would love to.
Okay. Shake that paper, buddy.
All right.
It's time for the bomb.
No, I'm not doing that.
No sponsor either.
No sponsors.
Not even Quibi. Quibi's not even sponsoring us.
Actually, you know what? Hang on, let me check. Yep, the check from Redbox On Demand just came through. So, listener feedback sponsored by Redbox On Demand.
Quibi would sponsor us, but they have no money to sponsor us. Brian, I just love the look.
Brian's like, they got my $5 a month.
That's right. All right. Listener feedback from some guy named Doug.
Ape hands.
Number 1 fan.
7.
Dad.
Uh-huh.
He would like to know if us jerks on the podcast refer to Disney animated films as cartoons just to piss him off.
I don't.
The answer is no, because they are cartoons.
We refer to them as cartoons because they're cartoons. The fact that he thinks I would even care about his opinion that much.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not going to say, ooh, this will piss Doug off. I'm saying, ooh, these
But
are
now
cartoons.
you will. Now you will.
No, I'll probably forget about it in 2 minutes.
Oh, that's what she said.
I refer to them as animated cartoon films. So nobody gets upset.
He got mad.
Brian,
What's that?
you're always PC.
That's right.
He got mad because we were referring to the Mulan 1990s cartoon, and he's like, it's an animated film. Also, quick side note here, there's rumors coming out today from Variety, I think, magazine, that don't worry if you don't want to buy Mulan on Disney Plus for $30 this weekend. Just wait till December. It comes out on Disney Plus if you have Disney Plus for free, well, including the subscription, December 4th. So just let everybody know that. If you can wait 3 extra months, you can watch Mulan.
So
What's that, Jim?
I said that's 3 months away.
That's a long time.
Well, I just started watching The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. Coworker brought in his Roku to work, so during lunch I watched like a half hour of The Mandalorian.
How many episodes are you in?
2.
Do you like it?
Or 2.5 now.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of was expecting more based on, I suppose, everyone talking about how great it was.
Okay.
I mean, the first 2 episodes, I'm like, okay, outside of Baby Yoda, there wasn't anything spectacular in it.
Not even the fight scene at the end to get Baby Yoda? I thought that was an awesome Western scene.
The fight scene against the rhinoceros?
No. Episode 1.
Oh. No, wasn't that good. I wasn't all that impressed with it.
Really?
No.
I like that one.
They did a lot of shooting and blowing things up, but
The IG robot just spinning around, killing everything.
I mean, there's some cool things to it, but not enough for me to say this is a great TV show yet. I think
I like it because I'm a big fan of Westerns, and it has a very Western feel, and that's why I think I like that. I love Mandalorian. I think next season comes out next month, I think, September. Or I guess it is this month, September. What else you got, Brian? Intern?
From Brian Hour. This is specifically to Jeff.
Uh-oh.
He says, I can't believe Jeff didn't list Cold Slither or the All-American Joe Band on his list of top 5 fictional bands. Please explain yourself.
Those bands are derivative. I mean, Cold Slither just wishes it was the Jabberjaw Band.
Cold Slither!
I mean, the River Bottom Nightmare Band was so much better. That's how I'll explain myself.
Well, there you go, Brian. All right, moving on from Bob. You can erase one historical moment from history. What do you choose and why?
I'm going to choose the pandemic of 2020.
That's probably a good one.
Why?
Because I don't like it. and it inconveniences me.
Okay.
All right.
Jim, you got anything? You're the political science major. What do you got?
I will take out George Steinbrenner buying the Yankees.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Marge Schott firing Lou Piniella, but that might be a good one too. That might be a good one. Okay. I like
out of all things in history, Jason, yours would be Marge Schott firing Lou Piniella.
Probably. Hitler being born would probably be bad. I could probably take that out. Actually, you know what? I'd probably take Genghis Khan out of history because then you wouldn't have the horrible John Wayne movie. That's the only reason I want to take Genghis Khan out. Because John Wayne.
I'm about to say you take Genghis Khan out, and probably like a third of the world's population wouldn't exist because they were all trace their roots back to Genghis Khan. Hence
the reason COVID is obviously doing that job now. They're taking it out. So you either got Genghis Khan or COVID. So I'm going to take Genghis Khan out of history. I'm going to take him out just for the John Wayne issue. Brian, what are you taking out?
That is kind of funny that you wouldn't want to take John Wayne out because of the John Wayne issue. You take Genghis Khan out because of the John Wayne issue.
Correct.
I'm gonna erase our current president.
The election?
Yeah, 2016 election.
Okay. So
I don't think I need to explain why, but
now, are you erasing him winning the election or him even being in the election?
Him having any political aspiration at all.
So there could have been another Republican running, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm removing him out of all political affiliation.
So who did he beat? Who was the last person standing?
Kasich was pretty late.
Yeah.
Kasich and
Marco Rubio?
No. I don't think Rubio was one of the final.
I'm trying to remember. I think there were 3 people still running when Ohio had their election, their primary, and it was Kasich, Trump, and somebody else. And
was it Ted Cruz?
That's what I was thinking. It was Ted Cruz.
It might have been.
It wasn't. I know it wasn't Ben Carson. It wasn't Jeb Bush.
Jeb Bush didn't even get out of the gates on that one.
It wasn't
Michelle Bachmann.
No. It might have been either Cruz or Rubio.
It was Cruz. Cruz was the last one.
Okay.
He had 551 delegate votes. So, and then Rubio and Kasich. Those were the last 4.
Yeah.
So you have had President Ted Cruz.
He's too stupid to be as ignorant and as divisive as Trump is. So.
He was pretty divisive before Trump came along.
Good old Cruz. Real quick, speaking of Trump, we were talking about this off the air. I just got a text before we came on the air. Hi, this is Sarah from Trump headquarters. Have you seen the riots in Portland? Well, not up close. Are they alarming to you as well? Reply yes or no to share your concerns. If I type fuck off, does that help?
So it doesn't, because the only way that they'll respond to you, you have to reply yes or no to the bot, and then it'll reply. So I made that mistake myself when Matt texted me the same thing, asking me about the Portland riot, and I just told him to eat shit and have a good night. But he hasn't responded.
I find it interesting. Are you trying to say Sarah's a bot? I feel like they wouldn't lie about that. I feel like it's a real person. I also got, just before everybody thinks that I'm anti-Republican. I am, but I'm also anti-Democrats. I also have been getting Biden ones too, so that's good. And somehow I keep getting Hillary Clinton ones from 2016. I'm not voting for you. Calm down, Hillary. It's
Those
over.
I think we just got lost in the ether and are just now coming through.
She got lost in the emails.
Yeah, those were originally supposed to be text, but she sent them as emails. So now they're finally able to go through the backlog and
lock her up. Lock her. Oh, wait. We're past that.
Hey, down the hall.
Down the hall. Sorry, my bad.
All right, moving on. From Charles.
Oh, in charge
Of our days and our nights.
That's right.
Jason, this is specific to you.
Oh.
Explain why you like the Andy Griffith Show so much.
Okay.
And is there any other old-time shows that the rest of HOBI gets caught up watching? So it's a two-parter. One for you, one for all of us.
I like Andy Griffith a lot. I've always watched it off and on. In the last couple weeks, maybe it's because I'm just sad with the world we live in right now. That could be part of the reason. That it's just a simpler time.
Mayberry doesn't sound so bad right about now.
No, and it's enjoyable. It is a little progressive too. Like, the nice thing is that you never know what era it is. You kind of guess it's like the 50s and 60s, but you're never really 100% sure. Because TV is in there in Hollywood films, but they don't show them. They don't show anyone with TVs until later years. And it is a little bit nicer time. I guess
it's a nice time if you're a straight white man.
Correct. So in that aspect, thanks, Jeff.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
That's right. And it's just nice. Like, the values in it are still really nice. Like, just the message is pretty clear. I'm not bullshitting. It's really nice to see. And you know what? Don Knotts is funny. I really love Don Knotts. And every time my daughter comes down, because she only knows him from the Ghost of Mr. Chicken, she's like, every single time she sees me watching, she's like, is this the Ghost of Mr. Chicken? No, it's Andy Griffith. And then my youngest goes, why is that gray? Why is it gray? It's black and white, son. Black and white.
So what's your opinion on Don Knotts on Three's Company?
I'm not a huge fan of Three's Company, to be honest with you. So I'll be honest, I don't have enough of a sample to make a decision. Is he annoying on that?
I find him very annoying. I was disappointed that they got rid of the Ropers and screwed Norman Fell over, and then didn't bring him back, even though they told him when they gave him a spinoff that he didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
They gave the Ropers a spinoff, and he didn't even want the spinoff. And then they said, well, okay, if it doesn't last like 2 seasons, we'll bring you back. So they signed a second season and then canceled it immediately, just so they wouldn't have to bring him back to Three's Company.
That's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
And
so it's the Ropers, but
I did like there was little gags in there too, like in Andy Griffith. This past episode, I was watching Alan Hale Jr. from Gilligan's Isle, the skipper, and it was on at the same time. He's in there and he calls Barney. He plays this farmer that's looking for a wife, and he goes past Barney and Barney says something to him, and he's like, "What's up, little buddy?" And so it was kind of like kind of the funny little call back to Gilligan, but because Don Knotts is very similar to Bob Denver in that aspect, the characters. So, but it was just funny. Alan Hale was in it. And the way he thought he could get a wife is he went into downtown Mayberry and just picked up a wife and started carrying her away. Nope, can't do that. Can't just do that.
That was like the 60s, Jason. I think you were allowed to.
Oh, okay.
Could do whatever he wanted.
Ironically,
he was a white man. Of course, he could do whatever he wanted.
That is true. So, there you go. What would you guys pick for any old time? Is there any old time shows that you guys get caught up in watching now, or even in the last 20 years or so?
Yeah, I always got into the Brady Bunch, even though it's a terrible show if you really think about it. But it amused me, and I'll mention all the time on this show is how much I like what's it called, Dobie Gillis.
I like Dobie Gillis. Brian, you got anything?
More historical to my generation, but either Saved by the Bell or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Anytime either
Fresh
one
Prince
of those
of
are
Bel-Air.
on,
Okay.
I typically always watch a couple episodes.
Yo, Holmes, smell you later.
So,
Jimmy, you got anything?
Let me think. Old shows that are on that I would.
Winona or Earp? Does that count?
No, that's not old enough.
Oh.
But I would have to say, Saved by the Bell is one because those kids are my age. They went to college the same year. My freshman year of college was the year of Saved by the Bell, the college year. So, but older shows beyond that, I for a while, every time like Wild Wild West was on, I'd watch that or a couple of those westerns.
Wild West.
Did you see The Rifleman?
I never watched The Rifleman, really.
Okay. Were you a fan of Gunsmoke?
I was just about to...
Gunsmoke. Yeah.
I was gonna say that, like my dad was always watched Gunsmoke and Bonanza, so I don't ever see them on air right now, but I know like my dad's got all the box sets of them, so periodically we'll watch some together, and that's probably about as old as I'd go back, but
yeah.
MASH is one that I'll watch if it's on.
That's
Buck Rogers in the 25th century?
No.
I would say
American hero?
I would say Munsters is... I love Munsters.
How? I don't know.
Stop it. Gilligan's Isle. I really like Gilligan's Isle. I used to watch it. I can't find it anymore, but I agree with you, Jeff. Me and you always liked Dobie Gillis. I like that. The Many Lives. And you know what? I grew up watching this a lot because it was always on repeats. Was Beverly Hillbillies. I haven't seen it in about 15 years. I don't think it would age well. But I remember watching it a lot.
I mean, yeah, it definitely wouldn't age well now with Beverly Hills.
Yeah. But
go from the Clampets to the Kardashians.
I think we need to make a show called The Clampets to the Kardashians.
First episode, the Clampets just shoot them. Get on! We're taking this house now, Granny. What are you doing?
Granny killed Kardashians.
Oh, we don't.
I think we have 1,000. I think we have 100,000 viewers right there.
Done in a second.
You know, one show that I want to get caught up watching that I can't find anywhere is Night Court.
Oh, jeez.
Watch Night Court almost every day. It is on one of those channel 19 digital stations. So if you have an antenna, a digital antenna, it's on like 2 to 3 on one of those digital Decades, I think is the name of the channel.
You can buy episodes on iTunes for 99 cents an episode.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, I agree. I'm just telling you that.
I was expecting it to be on Peacock.
It's not.
Oh, and it's not on Peacock?
It is not.
No.
Well, you suck, Peacock. You're supposed to be playing the NBC shows.
I do declare that CBS All Access is making a big push to get my money between the Twilight Zone and now they're doing The Stand in December, the Stephen King miniseries. Whew, that's those two alone I might be interested in getting.
And you get to watch Big Brother After Dark or whatever behind the scenes.
Because Jeff, you have CBS All Access, right?
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Is it decent?
We've probably used it for what we got it for, so we probably, unless something else new pops up, we probably should be looking to cancel that.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Again, I've been meaning to watch Picard on there.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I want to try and watch The Next Generation next, and I can't get past the first 6 episodes because they're so bad.
Just skip over them. Just jump to the 7th episode.
Jump to the 2nd or 3rd season.
There you go. After the 3rd season, Wesley's gone.
Wesley? Is Mr. Belvedere gone?
Nope, Mr. Belvedere is still
That's
there.
another show that I can't find anywhere.
Night Court is, like I said, it is not streamed on any service except you have to pay for it. That's the only thing they said. Mr. Belvedere is a good one.
Speaking of Belvedere, the original Mr. Belvedere, Family Affair, is also on that same channel that Night Court's on. Would watch that at lunch. It was Family Affair followed by like Petticoat Junction, but I decided to watch The Mandalorian instead. Mr. French, yes.
Mr. French, okay.
With Buffy and Joe.
Yeah.
Mr. Belvedere is not on any streaming service to rent or to watch, like for free even. You can buy it on DVD, seasons 1 and 2 on Amazon for $32.
And only 2 seasons?
So far, it looks like it. Let me see if there's any more here. Family Matters, the complete series, is up there for $29. The first 3 seasons for $29. No, they have all the seasons of Belvedere. Buy all 3 box sets for $90 for Belvedere. That's a whole lot of money.
I could probably find it on eBay for like $6.
I'm not saying that we have this, but next Expo, Cincinnati Expo, September 17th through the 19th, 2021, we will be giving away a box set of season 1 of Charles in Charge. Just saying.
Is it
out there?
New box set?
Yeah.
Wasn't there more than 1 season?
I only have season 1.
There was only 1 season that had the Pembroke family. They did 1 season, I think that was on the network, and then they canceled it, and they then went first run syndication and brought in an entire new family.
Oh.
So, like the first season, James Widows, who plays Hoover in Animal House, was the dad. And they had like 2 boys and a girl, or the children. But the second season of Charles in Charge, Charles comes back from vacation to find out that the family sold the house and moved, and a new family moved in, but agreed to keep Charles on.
I think I do remember that part. Like, he does come back with it.
And that's when Nicole Eger joined.
That's when it got good.
I want to go back to Mr. Belvedere. You said it's 6 seasons.
That's what I thought.
I think seasons 5 and it says on Amazon that you can buy all 6 seasons like on 3 box sets. So it might be 2 seasons per box set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like I watched
too
a lot
cheap
of
not to buy.
$100 is too cheap not to buy.
That's right.
I think right now we're going to have all of our listeners are going to go out and probably purchase Mr. Belvedere.
If you're a listener,
any of them
and
wants
you were
to buy it for me, DM me on Twitter and I'll give you my address.
So, guys, any listener out there want to buy for season 1 and 2 of Mr. Belvedere for intern Hackney? He does a great job. We pay him an IOU.
Series. He won't accept just seasons 1 and 2. He wants the complete series.
I don't need all 6 at once, so you can break it up however you need to fit into your budget. I'm not asking for everything up front.
I mean, HOBI is giving you 349 episodes for free. So it's not too much to ask for $30 for season 1 and 2 of Mr. Belvedere. I'm just saying.
I'm
putting
just
it out there.
All right, so we're gonna move on. We did have a correction from Carolyn.
Oh, okay.
And it's regarding the Andy Griffith Show. Opie did have at least 1 child. In the 1986 movie Return to Mayberry, Andy Taylor is a U.S. postal inspector living in Cleveland, Ohio, who returns to Mayberry to see Opie become a first-time father. He also intends to run for the soon-to-be-held sheriff's election.
Oh, okay.
So I guess there was some prior speculation about Opie having a kid on previous episodes.
There was. We discussed.
There was a second child. This is actually his second child. The first child was a very special episode of Andy Griffith Show. He actually went to Centerville and got an abortion for the girl. So it was a very traumatic Andy Griffith show.
So then he didn't have the child.
Correct. So, well, it depends. When does it start, Jeff?
Down the hall.
I'm just kidding. It wasn't in there.
Really?
I'm just kidding. He actually didn't go to
Andy
Centerville.
Griffith didn't have a 10-year-old get a girl pregnant? That sounds so much like the stories they would run.
He did, but Floyd the barber helped.
Man,
anyway.
and that show really had some great family values. All right, moving on.
I apologize.
From Professor Number 1 at Doctor Number 1. The Cuyahoga River has caught fire for the 14th time. How does a river catch fire 14 times?
I will say that headline was very misleading. An oil truck fell off a bridge and blew up. Or something like that. Or got run off the road and blew up. So it really wasn't the river. It was a fire fell onto the river.
And the river didn't put it out right.
Well, that's because there was burning oil.
I think that's the problem, is the water didn't put the fire out.
Because it's a dirty, dirty place.
They cleaned it up. They even have a national park that the Cuyahoga now runs through.
I mean, Great Lakes Brewing doesn't have a beer called Burning River for no reason.
Oh, it definitely caught fire. I mean, come on,
14 times.
I mean, what do you call it?
You would think they would just build a fire station right on the river.
Better question: has it ever stopped? Maybe it's just continuing.
Yeah, it's just one continuous fire. It's
like
the Springfield tire fire.
But if Frank Cuban writes a song about a river being on fire, that's probably an issue.
I like Jeff's description. A fire fell on the river. It's an interesting way to go about it. Unfortunately, Kevin's not here, so we can't do role play this week with I Am Megan. I'm Megan. So that's a shame.
It wasn't even Megan. The scheduled role play wasn't even Megan, is what I mean.
Blake's not here.
We could substitute Blake out for Kevin, or this beer bottle of Truly. Anyways, so Jeff, can you give me some intro music to News of the Geek?
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay, guys, feel bad. Get ready, feel bad. USA Today has reported that Robert De Niro has taken a financial hit during the coronavirus pandemic. What are we going to do? No one else is suffering in America, but Robert De Niro is.
Well, the problem, as the story goes, it's not Robert De Niro who is crying.
Oh, no,
foul.
no. Here we go. The 77-year-old actor's lawyer, Caroline Krauss, said De Niro was experiencing financial setbacks after his estranged wife, Grace Hightower, asked the court for an emergency order to increase her spending limit. That's awesome. Hightower wanted her American Express spending limit raised to $100,000 after De Niro had the gall to lower it to $50,000.
Man, fuck these people.
Now, my question is this a monthly fucking stipend?
I don't know.
Yes.
How do you spend $50,000 a month?
I mean, if I tried, I could.
Could you?
I could. I mean, you could buy a car. A real expensive car.
I guess. The Irishman. What's that?
I mean, I love De Niro. He's like one of my all-time favorite actors. But fuck these people. Fuck USA Today for even running this stupid fucking article.
So
fuck Jason for putting it on the album.
I know the intern did. So
yeah,
I'm not saying.
Fuck the intern.
Title of the show, fuck the intern.
I just wrote it down.
I'm not saying that these articles that we put in the News of the Geek are in there just to piss off people on the podcast, but they might be. And I knew this would get Brian. Anyways, the Irishman actor cut Hightower's limit specifically because his chain restaurant, Nobu, and Greenwich Hotel, both of which De Niro has financial stakes in, have been suffering because of the coronavirus pandemic. They were forced to close for months. USA Today reached out to Hightower's lawyer for comment and didn't get anything. Krause noted that De Niro's latest movie was also not going to be filming this summer because of the pandemic. It's unclear which film he was supposed to be working on. According to the actor's prenuptial agreement with Hightower, De Niro is supposed to pay his estranged wife $1 million annually, as long as his salary was at least $15 million a year. Should his income drop below that, payments to Hightower would be adjusted. The judge ruled that De Niro can keep Hightower's limit at $50,000, but ordered him to pay $75,000 so she can find a summer home.
Yeah, I agree with the intern on that. Fuck these people. Oh, we're in the middle of a medical crisis here, but I can't afford a summer home.
Did you say he has to pay her $1 million a year annually?
Yes.
He did say anally.
Anally, yep.
That's how the payment is.
Jam it up there. Okay, well, it's one check and not like quarters.
Oh, pennies. He's paying in pennies.
Anyways, moving on. De Niro was previously married to... Hightower announced the separation in 2018 after more than 20 years of marriage. De Niro, who was previously married to actress Diane Abbott after divorce in 1988, embarked on a second marriage to Hightower, who's 63, in 1997, a decade after they began dating. They quickly had marital troubles, and De Niro filed for divorce in 1999. 5 years later, they renewed their vows. That worked. With 2 judges present. Oh, not just one. Our love is so powerful, we need 2 judges. So they can make sure this one sticks, De Niro said. The couple shares 2 children, Elliot, 22, and Helen Grace, 8. Oh, my God. She had a kid at 56 or 55? Jeez.
Looks like it. Or maybe it's adopted.
Or a surrogate. I mean, I don't care, but geez. I like how De Niro's 77 as an 8-year-old. That's awesome. I'm sure he's really involved. Anyways, so I feel bad for him. If people do not want to get Mr. Belvedere for intern, at least donate to De Niro because this guy.
Fund.
No, don't you even say that. Stop it. Stop it.
But his ex-wife needs a summer home.
She can't find one for $75,000 for just the summer. Okay.
Apparently that's where she could find one. That's why she needed the money. She couldn't find one for less than $75,000.
There's a couple of great houses on my street that she could probably get for $75,000.
And not just for the summer, for the whole time.
Forever.
I'll be honest, she could probably buy parts of Detroit for $75,000. I mean, she's being very
whole
picky.
Blocks.
Exactly.
Go down and squat and just take it over.
That's true. You could do that. That's more in the Pacific Northwest, Jim. You can just go into a house that's vacant and do it.
Detroit's the same way, unless things changed in the last 3 years.
Go to Olympia, Washington.
Where's that at? Washington?
We'll stick this up anally to you. Simmer down, Brian. So there you go. I really thought De Niro was going to make it with this one. Those crazy kids can't make it. We don't have any shot. Does anyone know what OnlyFans is?
Yeah. Oh, you don't know what OnlyFans is?
I do now.
It's mainly a place for like sex workers to have people sign up and then give them money, and then they can show them exclusive content.
Okay. Are you on it, Jim?
I do not subscribe to any OnlyFans.
Okay. No. Are you?
Do you have a page?
I do not
subscribe to your OnlyFans page.
Not subscribe to anyone's pages. I'm going to stick with that.
If people don't want to pay for Mr. Belvedere season 1 and 2, please subscribe to Jim's OnlyFans page. You ever want to see a sex?
I'll create
at $5.99 a month.
I'll create an OnlyFans
$5.99.
account for us, and the subscription will be like $3 a month. And I'll watch the Mr. Belvedere that you buy for me and review it.
Oh,
We'll have to download some fresh OnlyFans content.
Yes.
okay. That is an idea. You know, you get all these people doing their reaction videos. We need to do reaction videos for Mr. Belvedere and put them up on our channel. That is a great idea.
If we do it on YouTube, that's fine. If we do it on OnlyFans, we have to be naked. So that's an issue.
You don't have to be naked.
$6 a month.
It's not a requirement that you're a sex worker. They
It's
just
not.
are the ones that take the best advantage of it.
We can have tiers.
Yeah, we could have.
Oh, we
yeah.
could have a naked tier. Yeah.
Okay. I like
So
this.
if you have membership, you can pay $10, and you can see Jeff sitting there with no pants on, watching Saved
Hanging
by
with
the
Mr. Cooper.
Yeah. Parker Lewis can't lose.
Jim's watching Step by Step.
No.
With Patrick Duffy.
Oh, Patrick Duffy. Fuck it, I'll watch that.
She's the sheriff.
But who shot the deputy? Anyways,
We do an OnlyFans page and we get 50 subscribers. I will watch the rest of Winona Earp.
naked. Yeah, I mean
All right.
naked.
That's all.
The top tier for me, I'll do all 9 seasons of King of Queens and 2 seasons of Kevin Can Wait.
You're going to have to pay me to watch that.
But what are you going to be wearing while watching this?
Probably my replica IPS uniform.
There you go. Number 1 fan, Doug has one you can borrow.
No, that's a different uniform.
Oh, my bad. It doesn't matter. They're going to be bought out by IPS or UPS soon, so it's fine. Let's see.
Speaking of that, I got my Jeeps in the mail. I bought my my USPS Jeeps to help keep Doug in employment. They showed up the other day.
Are they pretty cool?
They are very cool.
Good.
And they were delivered by the post office.
I'm
Even
so
better.
glad they delivered it.
I know.
That would have been terrible if it. But that's the thing. UPS and FedEx rely on the post office to send their bills to you.
Right.
Every month at work, we get our UPS bill and our FedEx bill. They don't drop them off on their routes. They
with a
send
package,
them
yeah.
in the mail, yeah.
In other words, buy stamps, people. Buy stamps. Help Doug out. Let's see here.
Otherwise, he's going to have to start an OnlyFans account.
The sexy mailman. Can I deliver this package in your box?
Each tier, he takes off one part of that uniform.
Guys, I have some breaking news. I have one of my most popular tweets of all time. It's up to like 120 likes in just a little bit over 2 hours with 23 tweets. It was me tweeting that I just witnessed 7 cardboard cutouts get up and leave this Reds game.
We already mentioned that. We mentioned that before you even came on the recording. I was looking at Twitter and saw that.
So anyways, on a side note, OnlyFans, the sex workers are pissed off because Bella Thorne, actor and singer, became the first creator to make $1 million in a single day. She sold exclusive content at $20 per month. Fuck, if she's on 20, we could do at least 80. Thorne made $2 million on their platform in less than a week. There was one group that was less than thrilled. Sex workers. They've been using OnlyFans for years and have been watching the mainstreaming of the platform. They basically don't like Hollywood people coming on and doing it. the reason why Bella Thorne got so much is that she offered to do a naked thing on it, and when they paid for it, the people, it wasn't naked. So basically, she lied.
So the way I understand this
Uh-huh.
was she joined OnlyFans because she's doing a movie about it,
Yes.
right? Is that
Yes.
right?
And she charged her fans $200 for a promise of a not safe for work pay-per-view. Instead, it turned into a non-nude pay-per-view. Due to this, OnlyFans has now limited future pay-per-views to $50, and the most a person can tip is $100. So there you go. Sex workers are now asking to boycott the service because they can't get by on that. They need a summer home, damn it. They can't get by on this $50. So there you go.
Pay rent.
Let's see here. So there's that. Real quick, for Kessel Run transmissions, latest rumor pertains to the highly anticipated live-action Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series coming to Disney Plus the next few years. Right. They start by confirming reports that Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader will appear in the show, while noting that Clone Commander Cody and the 212th Clone Battalion will also appear. This means there will indeed be flashbacks to the events of the Clone Wars, with Hayden Christensen set to appear as Anakin in his armor from that period. Let's see. Visual effects will likely be used to make him and Ewan McGregor look like they did in Revenge of the Sith, unless they have a time machine. Interestingly, the site also notes that we'll see Darth Vader because the plot of Obi-Wan revolves around the Sith Lord's hunt for his former master. Is there a way they could cross paths? Seems unlikely, but there may be a way such a meeting could be retconned into the series. Awesome. So there you go. So, anybody care about Obi-Wan series right now? I would love to, but at this point, I just don't care anymore.
I don't even know what it is.
Star Wars, Brian. It's fine. You're fine.
I would enjoy watching it, but
I have to decide on The Mandalorian before I decide I want to see more.
How
if it doesn't come out, I won't be heartbroken, but I'd still like to see more.
Okay.
See more Skinner?
Anyways. September 17th through the 19th, 2021. There can only be one. Cincinnati Comic Expo is coming to Cincinnati Convention Center. Duke Energy Convention.
Duke Energy Convention.
That's right.
What about October?
We're getting there. Get your tickets.
That comes first, right? But
oh yeah. Get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com next year. So hopefully COVID is kicked a little bit better so we can actually have a expo, because we got a lot of Funko Pops to give away for trivia people. On a side note, October 16th and 17th, we're doing a Quarant Con. Thank you. Second Street.
Not Coron Con.
Sorry. Paper Street. And Brad and Justin from the Cinema Guys and HOBI will be helping out with this. We got some guests coming for the streaming. It's a virtual streaming con. It's not associated with the Comic Expo, but it's just something we wanted to put together since nothing went on this year. So we reached out to a lot of people, and we got some good people and some surprises coming. So it'll be on Friday the 16th and Saturday the 17th. And you can just log on. We'll have a little bit more information. You can go to Cinema Guys podcast Facebook page or History of Bad Ideas Facebook page. Give us a like. And you can sign up. And it's completely free. And we'll have some movie people on there. We'll have some TV and comic book artist in that. Can't announce anyone just yet, but we got some good ones coming. So there you go. And HOBI will be also playing trivia with people. So if you want to play trivia during those expo times, con times, let us know, and we can get you signed up too. Brian Owl will be doing trivia. Just to let you know, that Friday night, he's going to be doing G.I. Joe trivia. So, and Dev from Source Point Press, the Psy guy, he just sent us a really big box of prizes to give away. So really appreciate it from Source Point Press, and some really good prizes there. So
I may have picked up a couple of Funkos from Paper Street this past weekend for us to give away.
Nice.
Went in, saw Jimmy, dropped some money. So
Paper Street will also be doing live streaming throughout the con. And you can actually go into Paper Street that weekend, and they'll be having lots of stuff that weekend to give away in the store as well. So it's going to be a fun time. It's free. Basically, we just kind of want to hang out and do some fun stuff, and I think we're going to get some good panels in there. Steve and Izzy from Everything I Learned from Movies will be doing a panel about comic book movies. And we got some, like I said, some good surprises going. So there you go. So, Jeff, give us some box office news. Let me get you some music. Box office news and world reports with Mr. Jeff now.
Don't ever do that again. That was terrible.
Thank you.
Give me a second here because you threw it at me quicker than I was expecting.
She said.
Did she? That was nice of her.
August 28th through the August 30th, 2020 is the date. That was delight time for you, Jeff.
But what? August? You mean October?
No, August 28th through the 20th, 2020 for the box office.
Oh, for the box office news.
I was trying to help you. Fuck.
Like, what are you talking about? That's past. Oh, okay. Number one at the box office from August 8th to August 30th, 2020, we have The New Mutants made $7 million in its opening weekend on a $100 million budget.
Just want to let you know, Jeff, the budgets are back this week. We got budgets.
And unfortunately, The New Mutants will not make back their budget.
I don't think so.
Because it honestly is a better movie than everyone is expecting, or even what those damn... I think those reviewers are just bitter that they had to buy a ticket and they didn't get a free screening.
It's up to 9.6 million worldwide total. So still a chance to break even.
Still a chance.
That's right.
When it opens up in the Chinese market, we'll find out.
Sure.
Number two, Unhinged made $2.6 million, a total of almost $9 million on a $33 million budget. Number three, Bill and Ted Face the Music made $1,035,000 in its opening weekend on a $25 million budget.
Did anybody have a desire to see this film?
Yes.
I do, and I'm planning on watching it Friday.
Okay.
I have no plans as of yet, but I would like to see it.
I'd like to see it. I think it looks amusing.
Okay.
Number four, the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run made another $604,000, a total of just over $2 million on a $60 million budget. And number five, The Personal History of David Copperfield made $520,000 in its opening weekend of a $15.6 million budget.
I don't know what sounds worse. A movie about David Copperfield, the magician, or about the classic book? I don't know. They both sound awful.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what this one was about, the magician or the Dickens book.
It's the Dickens book.
I would like it was the magician.
I would like to see the magician put into the book.
Oh, that would be clever.
Crossover.
I'm a poor orphan. Pick a card, any card.
I'm a poor orphan. I just made your card disappear. You want it back? Give me some money.
I need $75,000 for my summer home. Give me money.
Here, let me cut you in half.
Upcoming September 4th, 2020, we have My Brother's Crossing.
My Brother's Crossing. Oh,
this
let me get you, Jim. I got you here. It's a true story.
True life story of a couple killed while riding a motorcycle, based on the book In the Blink of an Eye and the forgiveness of the man responsible for their death.
I'll be honest. I miss doing this now. Jim's back, and he has the box office feature one.
Yeah, he was ready to go, Jason. I mean, you're trying to interrupt Jim's.
I apologize, Jim. Take the job back.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Also coming up, a little known film called Tenet.
Oh, Tenet. That would be in a twilight world of international espionage. An unnamed CIA operative known as the protagonist is recruited by a mysterious organization called Tenet to participate in global assignment that unfolds beyond real time. The mission: prevent Andrei Sator, a renegade Russian oligarch with precognition abilities, from starting World War III. The protagonist will soon master the art of time inversion as a way of countering the threat that is to come. Oh, Blake's going to love this movie.
It's going to be awesome.
Also coming out, we have Fear Farm. Farm spelled with a PH.
Fear Farm. 4 people enter a corn maze for Halloween and are picked off one by one by the twisted family who own the scare attraction.
Well, they just give us the entire plot? I mean, they're picked off one by one. The end.
4 people isn't that many victims. That's kind of sounds
4.
boring. I would be into it. I have no issue with that, but then it's kind of like, eh. You know, the one thing about corn mazes, you can just run through the corn to get out. That could be it, too.
Not if they make them right.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Not if they put barbed wire between those.
You got a point. I apologize.
There you go. Also coming out, we have Honest Thief.
Honest Thief. This is the go action song 60s. Liam Neeson, wanting to lead an honest life, a notorious bank robber turns himself in, only to be double-crossed by 2 ruthless FBI agents. Well, the FBI agents.
I'm all over that one.
Jeffrey Donovan. Oh, we have a Jeffrey Donovan sighting.
Do we know who Jeffrey Donovan is?
Burn Notice.
He's the guy that cut up people and ate them?
No.
Not quite.
That's not.
No.
Different guy.
Oh, okay.
Burn.
Not Dexter.
And rounding out upcoming, we have The Argument.
The Argument.
The
title is... I'm sorry.
Yeah. Title is an argument. They get into an argument at a cocktail party that escalates until it brings an abrupt end to the festivities. They and their guests decide to recreate the entire night again and determine who was right.
Oh, yeah. It sounds awful.
Starring Robert De Niro.
Dan Fogler, Emma Bell, Maggie Q, Danny Pudi. That's one of Jeff's favorites.
I actually kind of like the cast there.
Yeah.
It sounds like a horrible show, though.
I know somebody who would pronounce that The Argument, because apparently the G is supposed to be silent.
Oh.
It's not.
Says
Are
no
the pirate?
Argument. That takes place in Washington.
So, Jim, anyway. You were saying something?
No.
Hey, Jim, welcome back, because that was a very nice job. You didn't mispronounce anything. Well done.
I tried really hard. I mean, I did a lot of work and reading over the stuff beforehand, so I knew all the big words.
It's tough. It's tough.
Or I just know how to read.
That could be it, too. Jeff, could you give me some top 5 music?
Top 5.
That's nice.
Oh.
Top 5, in honor of Kevin being... Oh, he's not here. Anyways, top 5. I'll give Kevin credit. It's like 5 hours later. I'm pretty sure he probably fell asleep. Let's see. He said he did need to figure out the time so he could set his alarm on the clock on his phone so he could actually be awake. So, top 5 things that would be different in America if the British won the Revolutionary War. But they didn't, motherfuckers. America. And now we're on a righteous path. I mean, this is the top of the line, best we've ever been. America, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Top 5 things that would be different in America if the British won the Revolutionary War. Brian, you did not do this one, did you?
No, I just did.
Okay.
He did it.
Jim, did you do this one?
I am making them up in my head, and I got a few, so I think I can get it through.
Okay, you go first since you've been gone the longest. Jim, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is we would not be going to places called the Ye Old Shoppies. We would just be going to the place called the Shoppies.
I like that. Brian, go ahead. What's yours?
Number 5. The United States of America probably wouldn't exist.
What about the United States of Britain? Would that exist?
It's very possible.
Okay.
So
okay.
I hope that's not taking anyone's away, but if you're saying the United States of America wouldn't exist, that means we couldn't chant USA. USA.
Shit. 4-2-1.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I have at my number 5, we wouldn't be here. Because the things that in history that happened the way they did are probably or what caused our ancestors to flow and meet and get together. And if we didn't win the Revolutionary War, there's probably a 0% chance that our parents or grandparents or great-grandparents would have ever met and carried on the seed in the way it did.
Okay.
Our existence.
That's pretty
deep, man.
Cut out.
That is deep.
Really deep.
Oh, wait till I get going.
This makes my number 5 look bad. We would all be speaking Cockney. That would be my number 5.
They don't even all speak Cockney in
HOBI
in
would
England.
be speaking HOBI speaking Cockney, okay? So shut the hell up, Jeff. We're speaking Cockney, damn it.
That's the name of the episode.
Speaking Cockney. Let's see here. Number 4. Unfortunately, we would all be in the metric system right now. Ugh, God.
But you wouldn't know
Nobody
to hate
wants
it.
it. Oh, we would. We would still hate it. And what's your number 4, Jeff?
My number 4 is we would all get to be off on Benedict Arnold Day every year.
Yeah, there you go.
National holiday.
I got something about that later on. Brian, what's your number 4?
Number 4, Michael Caine would probably be the king of the world.
Oh, yes, you would.
Yeah, we would vote for him.
I will be the king of the world. Yes, I am. Because some people just want to watch the world burn.
See, the thing is though that you wouldn't be able to do that if he were king of the world.
I would. I would just have a good accent. I wouldn't even have to do an accent.
Well, it wouldn't be anywhere near as terrible. Wait, yeah, it would probably be worse, actually.
Somebody just want to watch the world burn.
You're not even saying words, man. You're just
named the dog Indiana. Nope, that's Sean Connery. Jim, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is the use of the word cunt would skyrocket.
Oh, brilliant. That's not your number 1?
That's what I'm 4.
I thought about that, Jim. I forgot to write that down. I forgot to type it out on my list. That was a good one. Good one. We're talking the British version of the C word.
Yeah. Queen C word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, because the American version wouldn't even exist.
Correct. What's your number 3, Jim?
My number 3 would be there would be no Super Bowl because we'd all be playing that other weird game of football.
Ugh, God.
I have a feeling that the sport we know as football would still have been able to been developed. It just wouldn't be called football.
I think it would be rugby.
What was the name of the first team to play in what became the NFL in Cincinnati? That's a trivia question.
Bobcats.
It was in the APFL, which then became the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
The Cincinnati Cincinnati Celts.
Oh, Cincinnati Celts.
The boys.
Although, Jim, as you informed me when you first told me this, they didn't actually play in Cincinnati because they only played as a road team.
Yeah, they were a traveling team. They were 1-3. They played 4 games on the road.
They still won more playoff games than Marvin Lewis, so it's okay.
They tied.
They tied. Brian, what's your number 3?
Number 3, the TV show King of Queens would be way different.
Man,
that's a good.
He could do that, Queen Elizabeth. Ooh it. What's to know? Jeff, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is across the beaches of America, people would not be wearing Stars and Stripes bathing suits, but Union Jack bathing suits.
Would they still wear Confederate bathing suits?
Probably not, because there would have been no Civil War.
Okay. My number 3, Benny Hill would have been Me Too'd by now. That would not have gone over well in America if he was more popular. So poor Benny
America
Hill.
might have never Me Too'd because Benny Hill would have been a treasure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Number 2 for me, no one would like us. Would like America or the United States of Britain. Everybody loves America right now, right?
What world do you live in?
Fantasy world. Nobody would like us if we were British. I mean, come on. You know who I do like, though? Nerdly.co.uk. Hi, Dave. How you doing, buddies? Love you, Phil. Yeah. Check out my reviews on there. Anyways, shut up, Brian. Number 2, Jeff.
Number 2 is our alphabet would end with the letter Z.
What is that? Please explain.
The English alphabet ends with the letter Z.
Okay, I didn't know that. I'm just asking.
What we call Z, they call Z.
Do you just use the letter Z still?
It looks the same, but it's not the letter Z, it's the letter Z.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Canada has it too. Come on, I can't believe you don't know that.
I didn't know if it went WXYZED. Like, I didn't know if they actually spelled out Z or if it's just the letter Z. Shut up, Jeff, okay? You know I have trouble with words.
WXYZ.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So it would be a Zedlophone?
No, because that begins with X.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so confused. Brian, what's your number 2?
Number 2, the food at Thanksgiving would probably be way weird.
Shepherd's
it already isn't?
I mean, it'd be like blood pudding and
shepherd's pie,
bangers and mash or something weird. Like
I want
turkey.
That for Thanksgiving. Jim, next Thanksgiving, make bangers and mash.
Time out. Did Brian say bangers and mash or bears and mash? Because I'm kind of interested in bears and mash, Brian. I think you said bears.
He said bangers.
Oh, well, I'm going with bears and mash. I think that sounds better.
Bears beef Star Galactica.
That's right. Jim, what's your number 2?
We'd all be eating a lot more scones.
Ugh.
Oh, you would love scones, though, if you were part of the British States of America.
No. I kind of like that name, though, British States of America. Jim, what's your number 1?
Oh, I just had one and I forgot it, so I'll go with another one.
Okay.
Dental care would not be such a big issue in the United States. Like, orthodontist would not be around.
I like how we take the lowest hanging fruit and we just go after it. Easy. We could take the high road. Hobie, we never took the
wanna-
high road.
I was going to say Coach Eric Taylor would have won the Premier League 4 times as the best coach.
Britain forever, man.
Britain forever.
Can we go one episode without Friday Night Lights?
I don't think so.
Now that we're both back, no.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we finish that?
Jason, that was last episode. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did. Brian, what's your number one?
Number one, Mr. Belvedere would be available to stream for free everywhere.
Again, if you would like to donate and buy Mr. Belvedere seasons 1 and 2 for $32 on Amazon, please get in touch with Brian on Twitter or Hobie at History of Bad Ideas on Twitter. So just let you guys know. So,
You mean Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter?
that's what we're at. There we go. Bad Ideas Podcast. Good job, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Or Hobie Pod on Twitter. There you go.
Yes. But don't email us.
Probably not the best thing to do. Brian, Jeff, what's your number one?
My number one is that our official language would be English.
Okay.
We have an official language.
I know, but if we were still part of Britain, we would have an official language, and it would be English.
We would have one, yes, exactly.
Number one for me, I hobied it. One, we would have cooler names for holidays. We would have...
we would... You're right. We would celebrate Boxing Day.
Boxing Day. Shrove Tuesday. Shrove, thank you. Let's see. Fox Day. Folks. Fox.
Guy Fieri Day?
Yes, Guy Fieri Day. That's what I'm going with. Forget it. Remember the 5th of November. St. George's Day. We would have Whit Monday. So there you go. So just a couple other ones. So the biggest one is Boxing Day.
Boxing Day is a great day because all your servants are allowed to celebrate the holiday.
Yeah.
Because they're not allowed to actually celebrate real holidays, so we made one up for servants.
You couldn't stream Mr. Belvedere that day.
Nope.
He'd be off.
And my 1A, I hobied it with we would have better tasting Pez. Our Pez is good. British Pez is amazing. So I'm going with that. So Kevin, since you weren't on the show this week, to make it up to us, you could probably send us a box of Pez, British Pez, just letting you know.
Hopefully we succeeded in making fun of you.
Yes.
Oh, I hope he doesn't send you a box of Pez because we won't get it because Jason doesn't let us in his gated community anymore.
It probably won't make it through customs. It'll just be sitting there.
There it is. It's
upside down.
No, it isn't. It's just the...
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Well played, Jeff. It was upside down. I'm an idiot. Anyways, moving on. We had some listener feedback.
Oh.
Shut it, Jim.
Wait, did anybody have mentions?
I did not have an honorable mention.
Nope.
Anybody have honorable mentions?
I was lucky to come up with 5.
Tim, what was your...
Charles wouldn't be in charge.
Let's see here. From Big Dev, the Psy guy. No more converting to and from metric. Free travel to Canada. Universal health care. Slavery would have ended in 1834, and maybe we wouldn't know what Jim Crow laws mean. Getting deep on this one. We would actually have a reason to be interested in the royal family weddings. I don't think we would. Doctor number 1 had bad teeth. My taxes going to pay for Harry and Meghan to live here. We have to be interested in soccer. Thanksgiving dinner would be haggis. There you go.
No.
And how dare he? Jason's accent would still suck. How dare you? The Pop Culture Cafe. I suspect that number 1 would be that the UK would have left Canada by proxy, making me Canadian of the Americas, formerly. of the year, in charge of you hooligans, where your toughest choices would be the flavor, with a U, of your Timbits and how shaved you wanted your beaver to be. So if the Britain would take over, pop culture would be number one, or would be in charge.
Yeah. I expected someone to have, we would use a lot more U's in our spelling, but
I do like the U's. Let's see here. Kevin at Cincy Explorer. Jason wouldn't do his Michael Caine impression because he'd be degrading a national icon. What is with this, people? Leave me alone. We'll drive on the left side of the road. I didn't even think of that.
not necessarily. Canada still drives on the right side of the road also.
Taco Bell wouldn't exist. Wife carrying would be the sport of the Ohio colony. I like wife carrying. Have you ever seen that on TV?
Yeah, it's dumb. But I'm confused on the Taco Bell wouldn't exist.
I think you could do that with anything because you don't know what would happen if Britain won. So you could do anything. I could say, you know what? I would have a summer home, but you don't know. And Trump wouldn't be president. Wouldn't he?
Well, we'd have no president.
He would be king.
We would have a governor's general.
Our two political parties wouldn't suck as bad as they do now.
So you're trying to say maybe the British should have won? Damn it. Bad idea of the week, number 512.
I'm going to interrupt you here because we haven't even discussed the most major news of the week.
What's that?
The passing of Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, God. How do we forget that?
I don't know.
You do a breath of silence, Jason?
We're doing more than a breath. We're doing a whole moment of silence.
Moment of silence. That one does hurt. Chadwick died of colon cancer at 43 and kept it close to his vest. Not many people knew.
Yeah.
If you saw his photo on Instagram in April, he was skinny, like really skinny. And then that made the tabloids go, "What's wrong with with Boseman, Chadwick Boseman?" They said, he was all buff and now he's this. What's going on? And then people started mocking him on Twitter or on Instagram because people are scum. So he took the photo down. So that was great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the meme was like the picture of that, and then it said from Black Panther to Crack Panther.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gotta love it.
Fucking people, man.
Well, I think I know what the bad idea of the week should be.
Anybody that ever made fun of him?
Yes.
But yeah, that is that hurts because you and I, Jeff, have been wanting Black Panther for years before they even announced it. First episode, we were talking about it.
Yeah.
And when they made it, it was a great film, and he was perfect as Black Panther. They should not have to recast him. Please don't. Just put his sister in charge. Let her take over the mantle and be done.
100% agree with that one.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but just to think what he did when knowing now that he was at stage 4 when so many of these movies came out. Like,
yeah,
that's ridiculous. Like, to even fathom.
Yeah. And people were like, "Oh, don't even talk about Black Panther 2. Give some respect." It's like, people do talk about it. It's not a disrespect thing because of that. People are naturally inclined to talk about it.
Now, granted, it's been several days now. It was one of those places like within hours had like who they think should be be recast as Black Panther articles and stuff like that.
Michael B. Jordan.
Well, there was the one the one theory that was floating around in the article was they used one of the Infinity Stones to bring Killmonger back, and now he's a good guy. It's like, how's he a good guy? Like, technically he's got a rightful heir to the throne, but at the same time, he's just not going to be a good guy. You know what? You're right. Yeah, that one sucked. Just seeing that come across, I was shocked. Everybody was shocked, but yeah, it was really sad because he did a lot for representation in superhero films. And
not even just superhero films. I mean, he played Jackie Robinson. He played James Brown. He played
James Brown.
Marshall.
Yeah.
I mean,
opening night, seeing that many African American kids dress up as Black Panther, I've never seen that many. Come out and watch a superhero film and dress up in that. It was awesome to see. But yeah, I mean, and it was a great film. So that sucked though. That really does suck. So couldn't take other people though.
And his run on Black Jeopardy on Saturday Night. Fantastic.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the first movie I remember him from was Draft Day. With Kevin Costner.
Was he the number one pick in that, or supposed to be?
I have to go watch Draft Day.
He was a linebacker, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. He ends up, but
okay.
Does he end up on the Browns?
He does.
All right.
It seems unfair that Hugh Downs can live to 99 and Chadwick Boseman lives to 43. Something's not right. So, but yeah. So bad idea of the week: Chadwick Boseman dying. There you go. How about that? Number 22. I'm going 22. And he just seemed like a nice guy too.
How about number 43? Because that's how old he was.
There you go. We'll go 43. He died on Jackie Robinson Day too.
Yeah, Major League Baseball celebrating Jackie Robinson.
Oh, thanks, Jeff. Way to end this on a down note. On a positive note, let's get some titles for the show. How about titles? Let's see. I have A Fire Fell on the River. Let's see. Animated cartoon films. The John Wayne issue.
Can't use a guy's name.
Oh, that's right. I Can't Afford a Summer Home. Speaking Cockney, and Argument in Washington.
Let's see. I had Jason's Accent Sucks. OnlyFans for Mailmen.
Hobie's OnlyFans.
What was that, Jim?
Hobie's OnlyFans.
Please buy me things. I think that was all. Oh, yeah. Fuck the intern. And pay me anally.
Yes, pay me anally. Can we do that one?
And Josh Gad has no butthole.
He still doesn't have one, guys. I'm telling you. It's not there.
I missed that.
Jeff got it.
I actually don't have anything.
Okay. I like animated.
What Jim does?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Please buy me things.
I like Please Buy Me Things. I did like OnlyFans for mailmen, but you know, you know what? Since Jim's been gone the longest, Jim gets picky. Says, "Please buy me things." So that's what it will be. So change approved. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And goodbye. YouTube. Maybe.